What's up, guys? Welcome back to the next video in learning R. My name is Dani, and you guys watching my channel CorioWood. Alright, so in this video we're gonna discuss data types in R. What are data types in R? Again, there are numerous types, data types in R that store various kinds of data. The four main types of data most likely to be used are numeric. We're gonna say are numeric, character, and that one's a string. So that's the first one, and that's the second one, and the third one is logical, and the logical is true and false, and the fourth one is date, and you guys can do POSIX, and that's a CT. It's a calendar time, so that's a time-based format. So you guys can put a time-based format inside the R. So the first one's numeric, the second one's character is string, and the logical and the logical is true false, and the last one is the fourth one is date, POSIX CT, and that's a time-based format. So we've got a if you guys don't know, this POSIX is say I'm gonna put a POSIX, that's a Unix based calendar time. So that calendar time, the Unix based calendar time, so the basic POSIX measure of time is calendar time is the number of seconds since the beginning of the 1970s. So 1970s is the number till 1970 is the number of seconds. So the number of seconds since 1970s, that's a Unix based times. All right, in the UTC time zone and the GMT as described by the French. And the second one is POSIX LT. So the LT stands for the local time, and the CT stands for calendar time. I'm gonna put it here. I can't put it there, but because that's a comment, if you guys want, I can go on the top, and I'm gonna put everything on the top. Okay, so we're gonna copy, and I'm gonna get rid of this because we can put a comment there. Okay, so we can do that, and we can do that one as well, numeric, so you guys can see it clearly. Okay, so there are the four types of data types in R. So as we're discussing, this one is local time, which is this local time is listed with the components as integer vectors, so we can represent a vector of broken down time. So if we wanted to track the time zone, and whereas we are given the time zone as an attribute, where known the time zone is given by the attribute t zone. Okay, so that's a topic for later in the future videos we're gonna discuss. So now we have four different times. The first one is numeric, the second one is character, that's a logical true false, and that's a date. Okay, so now we're gonna go one by one of all of this time format, of all this database. So first we're gonna discuss the numeric data type. Numeric data type is, as you guys know, that's say 2.2 is float, and say integer, you guys can do 10, that's integer, or if you guys do 7, that's integer as well. So that's numeric data types. So numeric data is the most common type in R. The most commonly used numeric data type is numeric. So this is the most common data type. This is similar to float and double in other languages like in C, C++, and C# or PHP. It handles integers and decimals, both positive and negative, and of course zero. A number value stored in a variable automatically assumed to be numeric. Testing whether a variable is numeric is done with the function .is.numeric. So if you guys want to check, I'm going to show you .is.numeric. So if you guys see that one, and we can put our variable, but at the moment we don't have a variable. So if you guys can put a say x, and you guys assign this 10.5, and you guys can check it again. So that is .numeric. Is array, is atomic, is call, is character, is complex, and you guys can look at each of these, and we can go in the future videos, but at the moment we want to say if it's numeric, our x, and that says true, so it means it's numeric. Our data type is numeric. The first one is numeric. So, and say if you guys wanted 10.5, because that's a float, you guys can put a y, say 30, and that's a double. We can do that's integer, and say is y is numeric, and if we can come here y, and it says it's true because we are asking logical is it this. If you guys got a measurement, say petrol, say petrol, and we assign say 70 liters L, and we say now we want to say if it's integers, then we say is dot integer. If you guys come here and say petrol, if it's integer, it says true. Yes, that's integer. So that's how we want to find out. If we want to find out what is this, is a character, is it double, or is it sorry, we don't have a float and double, we have numeric. So one thing I just want to clarify, we don't have a double or float, we have numeric. So that's a numeric. Okay, so now we want to see if this petrol is numeric. We say is dot numeric, and we say petrol, and it says yes, true, that's numeric. Okay, so we want to find out the class of this 70L. We say class, and we put a 70L, 70 liters. It says the class of this one's integer. So you guys going to go the other way around, because everything is in R is an object, and if you guys find out the class of this 70L, and it says that class is integer. Okay, so if you guys want to say class, I'm going to say class. You guys find out class. I say 6.7. What's the class of 6.7? It says numeric. So it means the class of 6.7 is numeric. And if you guys want to say, if you want to multiply, say 70L multiply, say if we need 5 liters, 5.70, 5.7 is 399. So if you want to find out the class and 70 liter, 70L multiply 5.7, and it says that's even though it's a float, because as I said in R, the double and floats are numeric. So you guys dealing with numerics all the time. This is one of the most common data type in R. And now if you guys can do any class. If you guys want to find out that it says this, say if you want to find out, say class 5L multiply say 3L, it's a numeric. Alright, so you guys can put anything in the R, and R translates as a numeric. We've done numeric, and now we're coming on the character, which is a string, as as I said on the second one. So the second one we say x, and we're gonna assign date. We assign date, which is a literal string, and if you want to find the x, it says that's the date. So it assigns, say we assign another one, say CorioWood, and if you assign x again, it says CorioWood because it's output what you guys put it there. So alright, so in character we have two types. We have character and we have a vector. Okay, so now how we're going to explain this vector, we're going to discuss this further. So now if you guys see here is x got a date and x got a CorioWood. So if you want to put y, and we say also in parentheses, and we put a double quote and we say CorioWood. And if you guys look at the y, that's CorioWood. And now we say y, we put a vector, and when we say vector, we can put a CorioWood. And when we say y, it's levels. If you guys see, this is a vector, but we're going to discuss this vector in the future videos to you guys. So because now it's CorioWood, there is a vector of CorioWood, there is a two CorioWood here. One of them is assigned to x, another one's assigned to y. This one's, there is no parentheses around. This one's got a parenthesis, but if you guys want to see this CorioWoods, if you guys see this levels of CorioWood, and the vectors we're gonna say in future videos when we talk to you guys about vectors, and you guys can find out the number of characters. So if you guys can say n char, so number of character inside x, it says 9. That's the number of characters inside x, that CorioWood. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay, that's 9. And number of characters n char, if you guys want to see the number of characters inside y, you can't see inside y because y is now the vector of CorioWood. So if you guys want to find out anything else, say if you guys find out that a, if we assign a, say a's got Yazdani, for example, Yazdani, and now you guys say a's got a Yazdani, and you say n char, number of character inside, how many number of character inside Yazdani, inside a, and it says it's a 7 number of character inside a, because that's the 7 letter. You guys can put anything, you guys can put America, you guys can put a if you guys want to test how many characters inside the anything you guys assign, you guys can put n char, number of chars. So you guys can say for example x gotta say Australia, and if you guys put n x, then it says Australia, and it says number of character, number of char, and if you guys say x, and it says it's 9. So you guys can do the vector as well. You guys can do the vector, the leveling and everything. So you guys can find out how many the number of characters inside x. You guys can use say x, say put a Yazdani, and now you say x Yazdani, and you guys see, even though you guys put us one quotation, this single one, it still comes in double. But if you guys kind of put a y, say put a Yazdani, and if you guys do y, it's still Yazdani. So even though we put here the single one, are translated as a double quote. So just remember this thing. On the next video we're going to discuss further logical, and we come to this logical true and false, and we come to the date format. Alright, that's it for this video guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video, and bye.